If you're a working woman, chances are at some point you or someone you know has encountered what you believe was sexual harassment. But there's a fine line between behavior that's not appropriate and behaviors that are actually illegal. Holly Davis and Shari join us with more.
All right. Hi, Shari. When we talk about sexual harassment, what specific law are we talking about here?
Sure. Well, we're talking now about Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, which essentially prohibited discrimination in workplaces based on those protected categories we're accustomed to seeing, including sex. But sexual harassment in particular makes it illegal or prevents unwelcome, and that word unwelcome is important, sexual conduct or behavior, which can be physical or verbal, which either, and there's two types of sexual harassment, either is a quid pro quo type harassment, that's where an employer or boss will say, you have to have sex with me if you want your job, or the type that creates a hostile or uncomfortable work environment.
All right. We're seeing some graphics there. You know, just sometimes a simple touch of the shoulder. If it's unwanted, you're being harassed. If you have a sexual harassment concern, complaint, what do you do? Well,
a judge is going to look at the totality of the circumstances for the exact reason that you're talking about. So you need to kind of look at your own claim, and if it's the more objective and provable it is, the better your case is going to be. So is it really unwelcome? Is it really sexual? Those types of things. You know, this past week, and why we're talking about this now, HBO aired the Anita case, and in that case, Clarence Thomas was accused of certain things. It wasn't that what he was doing wasn't sexual harassment, it was that it was very difficult to prove. So the first thing you need to do is definitely follow your company procedure, because if you don't do that, then your employer may have a defense and your case may get dismissed. The second thing you can do, if that doesn't work, is file a charge with the EEOC. Just go to eeoc.gov. You have 180 days to do that, and the EEOC will likely investigate the claim and or help you reach a mediation. And then the last option, of course, is to litigate, file a lawsuit against your employer, which of course can be very expensive. But as more and more women are coming forward with these types of cases and winning them, we're seeing sort of a snowball effect, with more women seeing that litigation is an option.
You know, we didn't discuss this aspect ahead of time, but, you know, let me ask you anyway. If it happens one time, do you let it go, or do you wait to see if there's a pattern and then you have more ammunition when you go to your higher-ups?
That's 100% of a judgment call. But again, the frequency and the severity of the harassment is going to be something that you need to prove. So collecting evidence, following your company procedure, meeting with a lawyer if you do decide you want to move forward, and most plaintiffs' lawyers like this will take a case on a contingency basis. So they're going to look at the evidence that you have. I would suggest meeting with the lawyer the first time it happens, so that you have someone in your field who can tell you what type of evidence you need to collect. If they're not willing to take it on a contingency fee basis, that may be a red flag. It may say, look, this isn't really such a good case.
But this could also get costly and kind of stressful to your already stressful life.
Very stressful. On the other hand, the damages could include back pay for pay that you potentially missed out on, forward pay for pay that you may lose as a result of this, damages for your pain and suffering, attorney's fees, and even punitive damages. So the law does have teeth. The key is making sure you have a provable, objectively provable case.
All right, so you do have rights, and you got to take advantage of it. And
absolutely.
You should, absolutely. All right, thank you so much, Shari.
Sure.
Let's go back over to Ashley.
All right, John, thank you so much.